GP Factor and Smittybilt. So it's that time of year again. It's going to be another beautiful summer, and that's the time for tailgating. But we've been using the Smittybilt for over a year now, and we've got quite a few negatives about it. So we reached out to GP Factor, and they were nice enough to send us one that we could compare. And just by looking at the two side by side, there's really no comparison, as well as just the pure functionality that we're going to be able to show you. But before we put on the GP Factor, since we still have the Smittybilt installed, we'll go ahead and show you how that works. So all you have to do is it's just got a latch right here, and it just turns down, and then you take these two arms and they lock in place. So it's pretty easy to deploy, and it's solid. We can put our Coleman stove on here if we wanted to. But the first thing, if you notice, are these right here. These are 4 bolts, and as you know, on the back of your tailgate there's nowhere to like drill, so these are actually those nut certs that you have to do, and these are huge bolts for what this is doing to hold up. But as over time it's starting to show its age, as well as if you look, you can also hear that right there. There is rattling as well in the back. You can hear it kind of shuffling back and forth. But if you look right here, these are supposed to be the Molle straps that you would use for your bags. But as you can see, all they did is they just try to start cutting holes in here and didn't really do the spacing that you would truly need for a real Molle bag. So what I've done is I've left this bag on here, but you can see that it's very loose. And even with this right here, this doesn't really fit very well. So if you can see, I put zip ties here just to hold it in place. But as you put more weight, it actually drags it down even further down, and you can see I've almost got as high as it really can go for the way I've got it mounted. This is going to actually, when I go to close the hatch, it's actually going to drag on the bottom, and you probably can't see it very well, but this over time has started to rub here on the bottom as well, causing this whole entire part of the interior to get some wear and tear, just because of the tailgate table over time kind of sinking down a little bit because of the pure weight and the way it's been mounted. So this is a Smittybilt. Again, it's got Molle straps here. What you're supposed to do here is put 2 little brackets, and what that allows you to do on either side is you can put your pop cans on either side. But when you do that, you're just asking for even more rattles, because there's nothing that's going to keep it nice and solid in it. They just kind of bolt in. Again, just pop that down, put the 2 arms down, and then you have, but again, you don't really have anywhere for like cutting or surface or anything like that. And now, as you can see, everything I had for the Molle is now down below. So if I had my utensils or maybe like my lighter or something for my Coleman stove, I've now got to get down here, unzip it, try to get it. Even if I've already got my stove, I just got to kind of think ahead. So I either have to empty out the whole bag or just remember what I need. Once it's down, I don't really touch it until I need to put it back up. But again, that is the Smittybilt tailgate. So now what we'll do is we're going to reset. I'm going to get over here with my GP Factor Stormtrooper. We're going to get set up, and we're going to show you real quickly the install for the GP Factor tailgate table. So what you're seeing here is this is going to be the tailgate table and then the Molle panel. It also is sold if you want to just to do 2 Molle panels, just depending on what kind of space you want to use back here. It's always nice to have a table or some kind of prep area. And when I say prep area, what this is actually stainless, but it's also food grade safe as well, which is really impressive. So that's what this protective is on right here. But what we've done is we've gone ahead and put all of our clamps, we've got them all leveled, and what we're going to do is it comes with 4 tapping screws, and we're going to take actually an easier way. Instead of like taking off the bracket, doing a punch, and then doing a pre-drill, we're just going to take our time and we're going to use these as straight as we can, and they're just going to go in all 4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our trusty little drill here, and again, this is a drill and not like an impact. You don't want to do an impact, you want to go really slow, and you don't want to go all the way with the drill itself. You want to go ahead and finish it off with just a hand screwdriver. But again, that's a really simple installation. Again, we've just done the clamps as best we could to make it level, and then we're going to go ahead and do 4 on each panel, and then that's all you're gonna have to do. And if you wanted to, and later on you want to do a different setup, you could always just do these quick release right here, and you can move this from one side or the other. So it's very universal, and if you want to, you could always opt out, not get to use the table anymore, and just do all Molle, just depending on what you're looking for. But it is very versatile, and I will also show you, again, earlier I mentioned about the Smittybilt having these Molle, how you can see how these are so nice and tight. That's going to make that bag so it doesn't sag or anything like that. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to step away, we're going to do all 8 of these pre-tapping screws, and we'll come back. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this second one right here. Again, I'm going very slow. I'm kind of pushing into the tailgate and kind of pulling towards it, trying to stay as level as I can. I'm going to let you know that this also has a Molle panel, or the stainless folding table, as I mentioned before. Comes with 2 mounting brackets for each of the table or the Molle panel. Comes with 4 thumb screws and 4 button head screws per panel or table. And then you're going to get 8 of these head drilled screws from Phillips, and you only need 4 for installation, and you get 4 extras in case you break one. So that's what comes with the kit. And again, you don't want to go all the way. You don't want to strip it. So you take that away, and just take your handheld Phillips, just let it go through for the final part of it. So you just need to do that 2 more times for the bottom and 4 more here on this panel, and then we're done. Alright, so now we've got this all installed now. Again, we've got our tailgate table, so all you do is just pull this tab right here, come straight down, fully deployed already. This again is safe, food grade, safe table. And then when you're done with it, all you do is just close it like that, and it's not going to rattle. It's nice and tight. And then if you go to the Molle panel, what you're going to do is there's 4 thumb screws. All you're going to do is just remove this if you need to. You don't have to do this, but this is how you're going to put on any of your Molle bags or any of your gear that you want to do. But you can see how nice and tight that is. And again, with the way they've done with the spacing with GP Factor, it's real easy to get your access to your bags if you need to take them out for like a day trail or something like that for a trip. And again, when you need to switch something out, you can do that, and all you do is put your 4 thumb screws in there and you're done. And then once you're completely done, you just shut your tailgate, hit the trail. So again, this is another successful install from Jeep's Rock. We'll see you out on the trail.